Self-introduce. Nice to meet you. I'm Taejun Yoon and I'm majoring in eating out of Catholic University in Daegu. I would like to apply for a cooking department and and I would like to show you my potential as a cook. Tell me about your family. I live with my father, mother, young brother, and myself. My parents are company employees, and my young brother is student. Head is your strength or weakness. My advantage is that like cooking and the working in the kitchen, so I can adapt my to adapt myself to new consumer faster than anyone else. However, I had a domestic kitchen experience, but I had no experience abroad. But I'm trying to learn how to adapt to my new job. Which part you want to apply? I like to apply for a cooking department. Legend to apply for the part. Since I like cooking as a child, I want to cook food with my own hand. So I wanted success in cooking as a cook. So dictate to apply to this company cooking department. How do you apply for this part which is relevant with your major? I apply for cooking to save my major. I want to be the best as a cook. If you have any idea about Singapore, please tell me about it. I learned many information about TV program in Singapore. How do you want to come Singapore? Because I think Singapore is the top of the world for cooking abroad. Plan after coming to Singapore. If I Singapore, I would like to be friend with my college who will be working with me. I want to exchange culture experience exchanges. Describe yourself as stuff. If I am an employee of yours, I will do my best, fulfill my duty, and try harder than others. Have you ever been to Singapore? If I go to your company, it will be the first time. Do you speak Chinese? I can Chinese, but if necessary, I want to learn it. Can you speak other language except your mother language and English? I can speak other language, but I got a ch- chance. I want to learn another language. Do your family support your opinion? My parents asked me see more experience and wide world. Tell me about your work experience. My part-time experience in Korea has been working for 2 years at the Outback. Had had you ever best work experience among your provised work? Working part-time, I learned how to play kitchen teamwork. Thanks to experience, I was able to adapt myself to the new environment. How long will you stay in Singapore? At the last in 1 year, I'd like to come back if I can come back after graduation. Do you have any exact salary? I expect more than 25 billion won. I will show my value more than 25 billion won. Do you have any friends or relation in Singapore? I don't know anyone in Singapore. Have you ever been other country except Singapore? I have been to Japan to learn their food culture. If you are males, did you serve in the army? I finished my military service. Have you ever handed with the foreign customer while you work in Korea? I have received foreign guests in the Outback. Although it was difficult, I think did well. Height I ate international age 101, height 38 8 830 kilogram, and I'm 24 years old. If you have any idea for the brand, please let me know. It's know the service activity for customer, the best server and the perfect service is the brand. Learn to choose the position of the field. As a person who like cooking, I want to learn cooking culture in Singapore. As I want to try to deliver Singapore food on my way. Had it a good customer service? If my customers gave me favorite favor assessment, I think it's a good service. Have you ever dealt with difficult customer? I've met child complaining, and I remember meeting the customer's need and responding to the customer as much as possible. It is okay if you work in the another culture. Another culture are good, but I want to experience them in Singapore. How can I? How kind of work do you feel difficult to do? Work alone feels difficult for me. I like working together in group. Have you have or would you do if you had a thought station? I want to talk with my colleagues about my work, and I want to advise them and accept courage. Tell me about your working day and working hour during your previous part-time job. I work at 6 days a week and average over 8 hours. Is your future plan? After 10 years, I want to become owner of the restaurant, and I want to the best cook. Do you have any good way to important communication skills? I think we should listen carefully to other people's opinions and until them to shoot each other. Have it you until goal? Ultimate goal? Today's final goal is to get a job in Singapore and become your ultimate chef. Have you ever usually do your free time? During rest, I usually exercise or study English. Can you expect your job duty for this position? I think I will start by doing basic things again. How do you want to come Singapore before graduation? Because I want to learn something that I can learn in Korea in Singapore. What class did you take from your major? I took class about cooking and the self-employment, and I was more interested in cooking. Had you ever had kind of activity did you? I have part-time in cooking and evaluations activity with club members in my class school. How did how did you study for English? I'm still studying English work abroad at the academy called Learstone. How should I hear you? If I hear me, I'm confident that I will stick with my responsibility faithfully, and I believe there will be a lot of process if you add my experience. Do you have sales experience working in the Outback For 2 years, I have worked with the kitchen and the sales. Do you? Can you do counter work? Unfortunately, I haven't tried the counter, but I want to learn it. Have you ever display and packaging products? Since I have done a lot of packing and decorating, I can do it. Have you ever tried in the popular or fashion of this day? Overfit is in Korea because it has the deep effect of looking tall. How can you recommend fashion tips based on try this day? Overfit coat are popular their days, so I recommend of overfit trend because anyone can easily coordinated or and wear them. It is okay work in faster paced workplace. I will try to adapt quickly. How can you handle with complaint? You will be able to understand the custom complaint and provide the direction desired by the customer. If customer was to exchange or refund, how can you cope with it? Everyone has the right to exchange and refund the money, but I should be hold enough to give a refund without the special reason for exchange and refund.